This is some general guidance in reviewing the health and the Business and Professions Code in California. California statutes are contained in 29 separate codes. The first one alphabetically is the Business and Professions Code, and all these 29 codes have general provisions that provide some guidance in reading and interpreting the specific codes sections. So the following are some selected general provisions of the Business and Professions Code in California. Section 1 says that the act is known as the Business and Professions Code. Section 2 says that the provisions of the code, insofar as they're substantially the same as existing statutory provisions relating to the same subject matter, are to be construed as restatements and continuations and not as new enactments. Section 8 says that the general provisions set forth govern the construction of this code. Division 9 says that division, part, chapter, article, and section headings contained in this code do not govern, limit, modify, or in any manner affect the scope, meaning, or intent of that provision of the Business and Professions Code or BNP Code. Section 10 says that a power is granted to a public officer or duty imposed upon a public officer, then that power may be exercised or duty performed by a deputy of that officer or a person otherwise authorized to do so. Section 11 says that writing includes any form of recorded message capable of comprehension by ordinary visual means. Section 12 says whenever any reference is made to any portion of the BNP code, that reference applies to all amendments and additions made now or in the future. Section 12.5 says that whenever any provision of the code grants authority to issue a citation for a violation of any provision of the BNP code, that authority also includes the authority to issue a citation for the violation of any regulation adopted pursuant to any provision of the BNP code. Section 14 says the present tense includes the past and future tenses, and the future tense includes the present, and each gender includes the other two genders. Section 14.1, the legislature declares its intent that the terms man or men, where appropriate, are to be deemed person or persons, and any reference to the terms man or men in sections of the code should be changed to person or persons when the code sections are being amended for any purpose. Section 14.2 says that the term spouse includes a registered domestic partner. Section 15 says the term section means a section of this code. The term subdivision means a subdivision of the section in which this term occurs. Section 16 says the singular number includes the plural and the plural the singular. Section 19 specifies the term shall is mandatory and the term may is permissive. Section 20 defines the term oath to include affirmation. Section 21 defines the term state to mean the state of California. Section 22 defines the term board to mean the board in which the administration of the provision is vested, and unless otherwise expressly provided, includes the terms bureau, commission, committee, department, division, examining committee, program, and agency. Section 23 says the department refers to the Department of Consumer Affairs. Section 23.5 says the term director refers to the Director of Consumer Affairs. Section 23.7 defines the term license to mean a license, certificate, registration, or other means to engage in a business or profession regulated by the BNP code. Section 23.8 defines the term licensee to mean any person who's authorized by a license, certificate, registration, or other means to engage in a business or profession regulated by the BNP code. And finally, Section 24 says that if any provision of the code is held invalid, then the remainder of the code remains valid.